And the Big M welcomes a Maryland Invader and Delaware Destroyer, indeed, Corey Callahan in the Sulky. It's great to have you here, Corey.
Oh, it's great to be here.
I know you're a great sports fan, so right off the bat, we've got to get some scores out here. Kentucky 23-10. That's Sam McKee's score, so it was a few moments ago.
Nice. Go Big Blue.
What is that, basketball? Football? What is that?
Yeah, that would be basketball.
I don't follow that. And of course, we have the Giants tomorrow. You got a Super Bowl pick at all? Or do you follow
I'm going to have to
football?
go with the Patriots. My wife's from Maine, and her family roots for them. So since the Redskins didn't make it this year, I'm going to have to go for the Patriots.
All right, and I saw the Capitals won today, so you're a big Washington Capitals fan.
Yes.
3-0 over the Habs, and when does Ovechkin get back? I think he had a 3-game suspension or something?
Yeah, I think he's back the next game, I believe. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he is.
And you played a little bit of hockey as well at the University of Kentucky, right? You played,
I did.
Worked your way up to
and
the minor leagues?
I still play a little bit now. I'm mostly just a beer league guy now.
Okay.
But it's still fun to get out there, and light the lamp.
Did you do any other light the lamp? I like that. There's going to be a Super Bowl commercial, by the way, with a minor league hockey team from somewhere in Ontario, a Budweiser commercial. So keep your eye out for that. But
nice.
Did you play any other sports?
I did. I played soccer, as well, all growing up, and baseball.
And baseball as well. Well, over 500 wins in each of the last 2 seasons, past the $5 million mark in the last 4 years. Currently the leading money-winning driver right now, I believe, in North America in all the sport right now. So it's safe to say things are going well for you. You're in a prime spot, and it's not bad for a guy, started driving at age 27?
Yes.
Not bad. I mean, you've got to be pretty happy with the way things are going right now.
Oh, for sure. Things progressed really quickly for me. I think in some respects it was an advantage of me starting at a later age, because I was more mature, more, driven and knew what I wanted to do. I was focused on a goal, and I've got there. I still have goals, and, hopefully I reach those.
Now, you wore a suit, for 4 years? Right?
I did.
So you got rid of all the meetings.
I look just like you.
Absolutely. We got to get rid of meetings and memos, right?
Yes.
You got rid of those two things out of your life, extricate those things, and basically pick up the pitchfork or the shovel and work your way up with your dad, Nick Callahan, right?
Yeah, that was pretty much how I did it. I had just had enough. When Monday morning rolled around, I hated going to work. So I asked my dad if I could, go there and just kind of help out and clean some stalls. The next thing you know, he threw me his colors and said, hey, go warm up. And that was kind of the end of it. Now,
you've won the last 2 driving titles at Dover Downs. Now, didn't you have to fight Ron Pierce tooth and nail for the last one?
I did. Last year was a lot tougher. I mean, this year I think I'm up by 50 right now, which helps,
Good head start.
Yeah, a good head start. But last year it came down to the last night, and a couple horses really came through for me, and it meant a lot.
Now, who do you drive for there, principally, at Dover Downs? Who gives you the big live horses?
This year, Dylan Davis, I've been hooked up with him for the last few years. Of course, my father, he's got a decent stable down there as well. And I've been getting a lot of work from Josh Green this year. He's the leading trainer there. So, we've had a lot of success here early in the year.
Josh Green, that's power, certainly. Now, what does that do for your confidence being the big fish there, coming here to the Meadowlands?
I have a lot of confidence down there driving. I have confidence driving up here as well. It's a lot different style of driving.
Is it easier here? Safer? What's the difference?
Well, the difference is, there's not as many lead changes down there. Things kind of set up and they stay that way. Here, you could be on the lead at the quarter pole, and next thing you know, you're shuffled back to 6, which kind of happened to me last week with minus blue chip. But, I drive against these guys all summer at Chester. It's basically the Big M driving colony there. So
you're kind of
I have a camaraderie with these guys and used to them, but they're still always very unpredictable.
Last summer, you got the call that maybe a lot of drivers would like to get. I guess Jason Bartlett was injured, and you were asked to represent the United States of America in the World Driving Championship. Tell us about that great experience. It's the luck of the draw, right?
It was. It was a great experience to get to meet some of these guys. And
this was a race on that night here at the Meadowlands. Of course, this race didn't count. I believe this was August 4th weekend update. And right there, just going by in the Captain America colors, right?
Yeah, that's my daughter there.
What's her
family.
Name?
Her name is Kira.
Okay, and she's
just about 15 months old.
All right, fantastic.
So she's been a lot of fun. But I wish I could have drawn a couple more live horses because I really think I could have made a push, to win it. But what are you going to do? You finish second to Jody Jamieson. He's a very accomplished driver up there in Canada, and has done well here as well.
Certainly no shame in that runner-up position there, and maybe you'll do it again. Who knows? A great experience,
if they're
nevertheless.
out there watching.
Absolutely. You said you wanted to try the Meadowlands a little more often. Tell us about, you just told us a little bit about the nuances here, but tell us about those intentions, driving here a little more often and breaking through to that next level.
Right. I've had a lot of success, on the Delaware circuit. Hopefully this will be my third season down there as the leading driver. And, instead of going to Harrington, I went to Chester, to make myself a better driver because I'm driving against better drivers there. And, I think it's worked. And I had, some success on the Grand Circuit with Mr. Wiggles in 2009.
Right.
And
who's your Cup winner?
Yeah, and he won a lot of eliminations of the other big 3-year-old colt races. And, I want to be out there with all these guys, in the Meadowlands pace here for Hamiltonian and things like that. So, the only place to get those drives is to be here.
I think you got to talk to Ron Pierce. You're going to have to talk to Ron Pierce because it doesn't come until you're about in your 50s.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll just take a break for a while.
There you go. Absolutely. Well, let's chit-chat here about your 4 drives tonight. They didn't exactly roll out the welcome mat for you here tonight. 4 drives, sorry about that, and 3 9-holes. But let's start in the third race, the 9 Hot Cowboy. This horse seems like he's in a pretty tough spot. Have you been studying the program today? He
is in a pretty tough spot. I drove him back at Chester, and I believe he raced pretty good that day. I don't think it's there.
Well, that's because you were driving, right? He
finished
sixth.
Yeah, he only got
close.
Beat a length and a half, though. He was right there running over horses.
Okay.
Just kind of in a bad spot. Like you said, 9-hole makes it tough.
All right. Well, you're driving for a great trainer, Stacy Chiodo, one of our favorites. Race 5, the 9 Voice of Truth in the Aquarius here, a round 1 winner in the complex.
Yeah, he's a nice little horse. I set his lifetime mark at Chester 50-1, I believe it was. Mm-hmm. First up, and he raced really, really big. He's had a pretty good year. Brian Maggie's done a pretty good job, with basically good job of managing the colt. He kept him in the Stallion Series as opposed to racing in the Sire Stakes, and he stepped up and went a couple good miles here. It's just a matter of how I can get in the race today. Yeah, maybe a live flow for him. You will win the 10th race. How about that for a vote of confidence here? I like that.
In the 10th race, if you go back and watch the replay of the 9 Midas Blue Chip, a really, really bad shuffle. This horse was overloaded late last week. You're a winner in there. He really was. I ended up in a bad spot, unfortunately. But, from the 9-hole, I think I can work out something. All right, and then one more in race 12 after a little break there. The 4 Life Song, again for Brian McGee. Figures to be better in his second start off the bench, second start back. Yeah, I think so as well. He had a lot of pace last week around the last turn, and the wind really picked up in that race. Yeah, and at the end of the night, right? Yeah, and coming off that last turn, the wind hit him, and he just kind of laid down. He was running right through the bit and then just dropped me. So, I think Brian will have him ready for tonight, and hopefully we'll get lucky in there. All right, Corey Callahan, thanks for joining us tonight. Hopefully next time we'll get you some more live drives. Go Kentucky Wildcats, right? You got it. The Wildcats? Yeah, go Big Blue. I thought they were the Everblades. Well, they're not. They're defunct now. They're not around anymore, right? Yeah, the Thoroughblades. Yeah, the Thoroughblades. Yeah, the Thoroughblades. They're gone. That's the Florida Everblades, right? Yeah, it is. The ECHL. Yeah, we got them all mixed up. You got it. All right, well, good luck with your drives tonight. Hopefully you'll get some more live ones and come back to the Meadowlands. Thanks for joining us. Best of luck. And you were indeed a proud representative of the USA in the World Driving Championship. Thank you very much. It was an honor to do it. All right, Corey Callahan in the Sulky tonight. Wendy Ross up next, and we'll look at round 1 of the Aquarius.